Hello, everybody. My name is Louis T. Powell. I'm a Howard University graduate, originally from Washington, D.C. I'm gonna piggyback off what the young brother said right here, like where he's saying he's at now and where he's looking at in the future, that's where I'm at now at 45. It's like the many jobs I've had over time, you know, that I've been able to work. And fortunately, as an entrepreneur, you know, I've never had like a physical job where I had to go punch a 9 to 5 and I create my own schedule, primarily my whole life. I started off as a barber. I've been a 32-year master barber. I grew up in a barber shop, 17 barbers in my family. I used to sweep guys off for nickel, dimes, and quarters, shine shoes and everything when I was 5 or 6 years old in the DC area. Started cutting hair when I was about 13 and a half. Started in the shop when I was 14. Worked in the barber shop primarily. Went to Howard, paid my tuition while I was in school at Howard, graduated with a degree in business management, administration, minor in finance. Jumped off into real estate while I was in college, bought a few buildings at that time. Jumped off into music. Created a production company at the time, pushed a record to Billboard charts out of my living room around 98, 99. Got into the film business with a few of my other partners. One was working for NBC at the time, my other partner was an editor at BET. We jumped off, shot 2 independent films, sold those to like Target, Walmart, Hollywood Video across the country. Did a second deal for a picture when I got to Cali at about 2002. That's when I really jumped off into acting, and cut to about 16, 17 years later, I've had 24 TV credits. Been on Chicago Med, Kings, Dexter, a slew of other stuff. But primarily right now I'm working in film and television. Worked as a celebrity barber for a while. Like I said, I'm jumping the gamut. Worked with 50 Cent for about, 8 years. Worked with Outkast when they won the Grammys. All the cuts that you saw, all of their magazine photos, everything that they did, it was my work. When they won the Grammys, those were my cuts when they walked across stage. I worked with Dwayne Wade, Chris Paul, when I worked with Team Jordan for a while. As a barber, it's funny how all of this stuff kind of mashes together to what I'm doing now. Then I came back, worked in development for a little while, went to UCLA, took a few extra extension classes over there, jumped off in the development world, came back from the development world, worked on a few more projects underneath another company I created, which is Tree of Life Pictures and Film. That's my current production company now that I created about 6 or 7 years ago. Current project that I'm working on developing is called Padlock Men, which had about 27 film festivals. It got qualified to 2 Oscar qualifying film festivals. It was actually a television pilot teaser that was going into a pitch deck that I was developing to go out and pitch, which right now I'm just about in that stage where the pilot is actually finished. And 2 other projects. I'm working on actually a barbershop documentary project right now, which is called Beyond the Chair, which is pretty dope. It's about my experience in the shops, but it's like the vulnerability of basically black men from a standpoint of a barber who's also a filmmaker, and being able to see it from 2 eyes and being able to share that experience that I think the barbershop movies and the LeBron James shows don't actually capture what I get to see. And pretty much, there's a slew of other little things in there, but that's kind of my gamut. So.